welcome back to another episode of Producing with Pedals. This week we're taking a look at one of my favorite devices that I own, the Fairfield Circuitry Shallow Water. If you've been enjoying these videos so far, please take a second to subscribe and hit the bell if you'd like to be notified for future uploads. So the Shallow Water is one of those pedals that has some buzz surrounding it. And I kind of bought into the hype and I really wanted one for a while. And when I finally got one, I discovered that it's kind of well-deserved. This pedal is super cool, but what makes it so cool? Well, in my opinion, there are two things. One, the random pitch vibrato. I love vibrato, and I think the only thing cooler than a sine wave vibrato is a random vibrato. It just sounds unexpected and unique and interesting. The other element that's super unique to this pedal is the low-pass gate control. This is basically a low-pass filter that opens up in response to volume. So the more volume you put in, the more the filter opens up. The low-pass gate combined with the random pitch vibrato really makes whatever audio you put through it sound kind of like an old dying cassette. So yeah, in this video, I tried to use the Shallow Water to its fullest potential, and I recorded a song using the pedal on two guitars, bass, drums, and Fender Rhodes. On the rhythm guitar and bass parts, I dialed back the mix knob to turn it into a chorus effect. On the lead guitar and the Rhodes parts, I used that random pitch vibrato and a little bit of the low pass gate. It makes the Rhodes kind of sound like an analog synth and kind of underwater. And on the drums, I didn't really use the modulation, but I cranked up the preamp on this thing and I used a bit of the low pass gate. And it's subtle, but it kind of makes the drums sound more like a drum machine. It makes the kick drum sound like an 808, so that's always good. So now let's hear all of those individual parts, and then after we'll listen to the full recording I made. Okay, sweet. So we heard all of the individual parts, and now we're going to listen to the full song with the pedal on. Now, at the beginning and the end of the song, you're actually going to hear what it sounds like when I ran my whole mix through the Shallow Water. I separated my mix into left and right channels and ran each channel through the pedal, and I used that low pass gate, so you're really going to hear that old cassette sound. I didn't use it for the whole track because I didn't want everything to sound super lo-fi, but I think it adds a really cool quality to the intro and outro. Now, when you run a stereo mix through a mono pedal like this, there's going to be some stereo imbalance, but if it sounds cool, who cares, right? So here is the full track I made. Hope you enjoy. Thank you as always for watching, and I'll see you next week. Thank you.